Hello everyone, this is Srinivas here. Over the last 1 year, I've been speaking with IT professionals who have around 10 plus years of experience and who are working as a project managers or technical architects or technical leads, etc. And all these folks are aware that how generative AI is going to impact the society as well as their IT careers as well. Because of which they started learning these AI tools. But learning AI tools is only one part of the equation. The other most important aspect of the equation is to how you are going to change your mindset. Since AI is not a deterministic system, the entire SDLC that we know of, which we have been practicing for the last several decades, has completely transformed. So one needs to understand each and every step, how that is transformed in the AI world. And the second important aspect of it is, generally we end up doing three things in our career. One is about thinking, the second one is about doing the work, the third one is about communicating. So what I mean by that is, if your organization has given a certain problem, you end up thinking about the solution for around 20-30% of the time. Then actually working on the solution is going to take a lot of time, which is kind of 60-70%. And the remaining 20-30% you are going to spend on communicating about your solution, your thought process, and how that needs to be implemented across your organization. Now with AI coming into the picture, the task that you are doing, right, which is going to consume 60-70% of your time, you are going to offload that to AI. So that means you are going to be left with additional 60-70% of your time, which you need to utilize effectively. So one more important aspect that you need to understand is AI is not just a tool, but it is a collaborator, partner, and a co-creator in everything that you do. So it's important that you debate and discuss with strategic as well as tactical tasks with AI before you make a final decision. So your career is going to be defined by how successfully you are going to use these AI tools. The other important aspect of it is mindset shift. So the actual tasks are going to be done by AI. So you will end up with most of the time thinking and making decisions. As the AI executes certain tasks, it's going to pause for you to make decisions, which we call it as human in the loop. So it's important that you make right decision at this point of time, because based on the decision that you make, the subsequent tasks in the downstream are going to be impacted. So the decision making, the critical thinking, the problem solving skills are going to dominate in your career in the months to come. So it is important that one inculcate those kind of habits now itself before AI comes with full force. And this kind of a mindset shift I'm mostly talking about in my course. Sometimes you might feel monologue about this course because it's kind of a one-way communication. But it's important that you make sure that you understand each and every sentence and pay attention to each and every sentence, because there's a lot of information that is covered in those sentences. And some of the principles and practices of AI have been continuously repeated, because those are the important aspects in my opinion, because of which I ended up repeating those concepts multiple times. So if you understand this course and able to implement in your day-to-day work, I think you will be successful in this AI world. Thank you.